Hi, you guys. I'm Phil Town from Rule 1 Investing, and today I want to reveal the truth about mutual funds and why it's so much better to invest on your own instead. Everyone should learn how to invest if they want to be financially free, especially in retirement. But for whatever reason, fear, being overwhelmed, lack of knowledge, lack of interest, most people give their money to a mutual fund manager and take mutual fund manager advice from somebody who probably isn't getting them the returns that they deserve. If you are in mutual funds or considering putting your money in one, always remember your mutual fund manager wants to keep your money. So does your broker, and so does every other financial services professional who happens to have their hands in your pockets. And if you tell them that you want to invest on your own, they are all going to argue that you don't know what you're doing, nobody beats the market anyway, you can't make 15% a year, who do you think you are, Warren Buffett, and particularly, who is that idiot Phil Town? So yes, it's true that 96% of all of those people who are telling you don't do this on your own are fund managers who can't beat the market. So think about it. If they can't beat the market, then why the heck are you giving someone your hard-earned money to do something that you could do better and for free? From 2000 to 2003, mutual funds lost half of their value, right? And this is almost all of them. It didn't matter if you were low risk, diversified, high, big caps, low risk, mid caps, high risk, small. It didn't matter. They all went down 50% like a brick. They were all completely connected together. You could have lost 50% of your money, I promise you, without any help of a professional at all. In 1996, a monkey was hired to compete with the best fund managers in New York. And you know what happened? He beat them 2 years in a row, just picking stocks out of a bucket. The truth is, you shouldn't care whether you beat the market or not. Your financial skill is going to be judged by whether you're living comfortably when you're 75, okay? Rule number one, investors expect a minimum annual compounded return of 15% a year or more. And if we can get that, we don't care what the market did, because we're going to retire rich anyway. So we're not going to compare ourselves against the market's up 18% and we're just up 12 and so what a terrible job. No, we're up 12%. We're increasing our money. And by the same token, we're not going to compare ourselves like, oh, the market's down 50%, but our mutual fund's only down 20%. That's 20% of your retirement that just went away. Jack Bogle, who's the founder of Vanguard, figured out that mutual funds are just a shadow of the market. They're just trying to do what the market's doing. And for that, you're paying all these fees and getting nothing. Warren Buffett says people get nothing from their mutual fund managers. And Jack Meyer, who's the endowment manager from Harvard Business School, thinks that mutual fund investing is a gigantic scam. So another advantage to investing on your own is you'll move much quicker as a little guy compared to the big guys. Those big guys are controlling the prices in the stock market, and they're managing all the little guys' money. That's the people who are putting their money into mutual funds. They control 85% of the money in the stock market. The investment strategy for almost all of them is to just be sure they're following the market momentum. These are short-term investors. For them, a long-term hold is like 3 months. It's not 10 years like we're thinking. They're in it for the short-term gain on wherever the momentum's going in the market. The stock moves up, they join the trade, they jump in there, they try to get out at the top, and then they move to another stock. If that's how they're investing in the length of time they're going to be in the stock market is 3 months, what do you think they're going to do if something happens to a company that's going to make a bad investment for 1 year? They're going to bail out of it. And when they do, they created an enormous opportunity for you and me. When you invest on your own, you're a small investor that doesn't worry about momentum investing. We can buy for the real long term. We can wait patiently, and when we see something that's on sale because the big guys have dumped it because it's going to have a bad few months or a year, it takes us a few seconds, not a few months, to get in there because we're small, and we can take advantage of these stock market price-related events. because we don't have huge funds to move around. It's pretty darn exciting to realize that nobody is judging your performance on a month-to-month basis like they are your mutual fund manager. So you can think the long-term investment. As a Rule 1 investor, this is what we do best. This is why a little guy can beat these big guys who have degrees from Harvard. They have to perform on a month-to-month basis. Quarter to quarter is a long time and a year is forever. For us, nobody's judging us except by how we're going to live when we're retired. The best thing and the best reason for you to invest on your own is your ability to vote with your money. You can change the whole world by investing on your own, you guys. I mean, think about it. Let's say you hate smoking, you think it's terrible, you even teach your kids not to do it. But because you gave your money to a mutual fund, you're the proud owner of a company that makes cigarettes. How about that? And you're out there pushing the smoking agenda with your money. So on one hand, you're teaching your kids not to smoke, and on the other hand, you own the business that makes the cigarettes you're telling them not to use. That's just total hypocrisy. So come on, let's get a grip. Where you put your money matters, and when you invest on your own, you're voting with your money yourself to create the world you want to see in the future. That's awesome. I really want you to think about taking control of your capital. You can do this, and when you do, we'll start to take control of the world. Us little guys. Now, I'd love to hear from you. What's holding you back from investing on your own? What's keeping you from it? Leave a comment below with your answer and I'll be sure to follow up with you. Hey, thanks for watching. Now go play. And if you enjoyed this video and you feel it was valuable to teach you more about investing on your own, please subscribe to my channel and share this video with your friends or anybody who might benefit from this information, even if they're a big investor.